Welcome back to a new episode of This Week on Campus, your weekly overview of events to look forward to here at Western Iowa Tech. I'm Jason Moeller.
And I'm Elliot Herbst. This week we'll be talking about some new events that will be featured here on campus. But first...
Want to see your face as a cartoon? Then join in for ZoomToons. You'll be able to meet via Zoom where an artist will draw your caricature. Sign up before September 17th and a link will be emailed to you. More information is on the WITCC Facebook page. Limited sessions are available, so sign up today. Are you looking for a break from your studies? You're in luck. Western Iowa Tech Community College is hosting Pickled Palate once a month at 6 p.m. at the Dunker Center. Stop by for some arts and crafts. For more information, stop by Mike Brown's office.
When we come back, we'll have an interview with Mike Brown about upcoming events on campus. Stay with us.
Upper Midwest Emmy Foundation 2019 Student Production Crystal Pillar Award. This award was presented by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for excellence in production.
Welcome back. We're here talking with Mike Brown about some events that are going to be happening around Western Iowa Tech in the next couple of weeks. Mike, Western Iowa Tech recently announced that they are joining an event consortium with the other community colleges in Iowa.
Yes.
So can you kind of take us through what this consortium means and what it's going to do to benefit Western Iowa Tech students?
So back when the pandemic first hit, we were wondering how we were going to offer activities, and a bunch of us from other community colleges got together and we started talking about what we were going to do. And then the idea arose that let's do Zoom events, and then what we can do is pay for the Zoom event and invite all the community college students to it, right? And at that point in time, it seemed like it was the greatest idea. Right, and so we went ahead and did that, and right now we got like 19 activities for all the community colleges throughout this fall semester.
Okay, and so although a majority of the events are going to be virtual, there will still be some in-person events happening on Western Iowa Tech's campus.
Just a few,
okay.
Right? So the first one was our Zen Gardens, where a student can come over and create a Zen garden, and supposedly that helps with stress, right? And the next one is the DIY do-it-yourself pet shop, where they can come in and pick a pet of their choice, stuff it, right, sew it up, and then we got a WIT shirt that goes on top of it with the comment on it. And we're gonna have a contest to see who decorates their pet the best.
Okay. And so another event coming up is the virtual club fair. Typically that's held in person.
Right.
So what is the virtual aspect going to look like?
So you know what, at first we didn't think it could happen, but Zoom can basically do anything, right? So basically students will get a Zoom address to come and be in the waiting room, right? And in that waiting room, they'll put in the chat what club they want to visit, and then there's these things called breakout sessions for Zoom, and then we'll send them on their way to that particular club. Same Zoom address, we will just forward you to their area, per se, their virtual area. After you're done, you can exit, you go back to the waiting room, and then you can go into another virtual club area. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. It kind of seems confusing, but once we did some test runs, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy.
So, Mike, what are some events that you yourself are looking forward to and you're really proud that you were able to get set up?
So that would be Jessie Byer, and that's actually going to be Friday, September 11th at 6 o'clock, and she's going to talk about mental illness. And the good thing about Jessie is that Jessie doesn't hold a degree. She has a bachelor's degree, but nothing in counseling or mental illness or anything like that. It's her experiences that gets her to where students want to listen to her, right? So sometimes you don't need a degree to handle some problems. Sometimes you need experience to handle some problems, right? So she really crossed off all the boxes on that. And she really cares for all students. And if you get a chance, come on that Zoom and you'll get a chance to listen to her speak and talk about her obstacles and how she overcame them. So that's probably the one that I'm excited about. The first time we did it, we got Zoom bombed, right? So this is a reschedule under a webinar now so that we can control who gets in the room and control who can do what. So hopefully we won't get Zoom bomb this time. So I'm really looking forward to this being a successful event, and I do plan on students coming just to see what's all the rigmarole about, because they heard that we got Zoom bombed, so I'm sure the attendants are going to double just to see if we get Zoom bombed again.
Yeah.
Right? But shouts out to IT. We got everything secured, so everything's going to be pretty good.
And so, Mike, so with these virtual events, how can students access the Zoom link or the webinar link, as you
Okay.
mentioned?
So there's two different ways. They'll get a student email from me or from someone like Dr. Julie Albert, giving them the Zoom address, and all they would have to do is click on that, but they do have to have Zoom downloaded on their personal device. Another thing that you can do is, if you see a poster in the hallway, there's a QR code, and if your phone has a QR code reader on it, you can simply scan it, and then it will take you to where you need to go, right?
Okay. And so, there's so many events, it's kind of hard to talk about all of them in questions. So
yeah.
what are some other events that you have? I see you have some posters
Yeah, I
here.
have some posters so I don't forget, man.
Yeah.
So one of them is ZoomToons, right? So a student can go on a Zoom, and an artist will be waiting for them, and he would draw an animated version of that person. So if you got big ears, your ears are probably going to be super big, right? So they exaggerate some of the characteristics of the face. I think it's pretty good. Flyers are up. He'll draw a whole family. The only catch is that you have to sign up for the spot. And it's roughly 40 spots, 6 minutes a piece. And if you want your family to get drawn, you probably have to sign them up in a row so you can kind of get like 5 or 6 6-minute spots so that he can draw your whole family, right? Also, we've had it where the husband wasn't home and they had a picture of the husband, and they drew the wife and then drew from the picture of the husband just like he was there. Right? So again, these things can be used as your avatar for your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it is. I don't know if you can see it, but that's just the one that was drawn by ZoomToons. Had my Cubs hat on, of course, right? And this is also the avatar for my Facebook. So you can do a bunch of things with it. It's fun, and it's something that you can probably keep, and you'll remember 2020 for sure, right? Another event coming up is, of course, they gave me an Instagram, so all of our flyers will be put on our Instagram. I try to post at least once or twice a day, whether it's an activity or a pair of sneakers that I have on. So that's real good right there. The DYI is coming up. Constitution Day is coming up on September 16th with Larry Bradley, and of course it's going to be on Zoom, and he's going to talk about the Constitution and civic responsibility of our Western Iowa Tech students. Because once you get that degree, the work really starts then. You think you're doing work in the classes, well, yeah, that's work, but after you're done with all those things, it comes a time when you have to be a little more responsibility as far as your civic duty, getting up and vote, getting out and vote, being positive wherever you go. And hopefully our students will learn that before they hit the workforce.
Yeah. So those are all the written questions I have for you, Mike. Is there anything else you want to say? Or?
Yeah, so again, we're practicing social distancing on the campus. Make sure that you have your mask on. Today, I believe, is the last day of COVID testing for faculty, staff, and students. So if you want to get a test, you'll have to probably go through your local doctor's office or the hospital. We won't be allowing that anymore on our campus. But stay safe. If you're not feeling well, don't come to school. And you can do your homework and your class participation from home, right? We just rather it be that way if you're not feeling well.
Okay. Well, that's all we have today from Mike Brown. We will be right back with the rest of This Week on Campus.
Hello Comets, my name is Important. Congratulations on joining the Western Iowa Tech Community College family. Now that you're here, we want to make sure you feel at home. That's why we've decided to implement the Chosen Name Policy, which gives you the power to choose how you're identified within your community at WIT. The Chosen Name Policy will include your preferred name within your student email, your roster, and your student ID. So what is a chosen name? A chosen name could be a nickname, a middle name, or a name that affirms your gender identity. It's up to you. Pretty much, it's a name that you could choose to go by. It's different than your legal name, which is the name on your driver's license, passport, birth certificate, or any other government-issued document. To get started, visit MyWit and let us know your chosen name. We're glad that you're here, and we want to get to know you, and this is a great place to start.
Welcome back. Looking for a good boy in your life, maybe a new pupper or a woofer? Well, you're in luck. Every day next week from 10 to 2 in room W103 in the Student Dunker Center, Western Iowa Tech will be hosting a do-it-yourself plush pets event. Stop by and make yourself a new friend.
Help keep the Western Iowa Tech Community College healthy and visit the health clinic in room W210 in the Dunker Center. The clinic treats cold and flu symptoms, fevers, pain, minor cuts, sprains, along with STD testing, pregnancy counseling, and family planning education. The clinic is available every Monday from 8:30 to 10 a.m. New changes will be coming to enrollment services at Western Iowa Tech. The area is currently under renovation and your favorite services have moved. Admissions and advising can now be found in room A208, financial aid in A207, and records in A205. When we come back, we will have more updates and events along with the weather. Stay with us.
Tune in to Siouxland's leading student-run newscast. It's the ideal place to stay informed, with the latest and free activities for students and events happening on campus. Produced on campus in Western Iowa Tech's WIT TV studio. New episodes air every Friday afternoon on YouTube. Remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to get your weekly rundown for students, staff, and the community of Western Iowa Tech Community College.
Welcome back. Western Iowa Tech is hosting a virtual club fair from 10 to 2 on September 15th. This will give students a chance to chat with different club members and decide whether or not they would like to join. The Zoom link for this event will be posted on the Western Iowa Tech Facebook account in the morning of the 15th. If you have any questions, stop by Mike Brown's office.
Join us on Zoom with Larry Bradley, author, entrepreneur, and voter advocate. Larry will have an open, candid conversation on many topics, including why your vote matters, why elections matter to you, and many more topics. This event will take place on September 16th from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. And now for today, for your weather. Tomorrow we have chance of showers before 1 p.m. and a high of 68, as well as a low of 48. Sunday will be sunny skies and a high of 79, along with a low of 53. Monday will be a high of 80 degrees with a low of 58 degrees. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 83 and a low of 59. Wednesday will be sunny with a high around 85 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. And lastly, Thursday will be sunny with a high near 79 degrees.
If you have something you would like publicized on This Week on Campus, send it to thisweek@witcc.edu. This Week on Campus is a webcast from the Broadcasting and Multimedia Journalism and Video and Media Production programs in association with the Audio Engineering program at Western Iowa Tech Community College in Sioux City, Iowa.
New episodes of This Week on Campus are posted every Friday afternoon. For the latest content from our programs, please visit our website, witcc.tv. where you can find a direct link to our YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe and have a great day.